Mr. 76 Aspen here once again, showing what I've been building. Sorry y'all ain't heard from me in a while. Been a little occupied doing all this Moparing. This thing was a 72 3/4 ton pickup truck that I've stuck on a 90 shoal base frame and put a 76 bed on it. Prove that was a 90. It's still got the big 5 in the front, and it's already got my 70s rear end in the back, so it's small 5 back here. But step side bed, fenders and stuff are down yonder. The door's down there. Front fenders are over there. Hood's over there. It's green color. If it'll show up worth a shit on the camera. That's the color the whole truck's going. The motor is a 90 Magnum 318 with 77 318 heads. And the intake's off of a 72 360 2-barrel. Got the big 2-barrel. Then I got the headers and all that. Done the 90s hydraulic clutch assembly to her, where now she's hydraulic clutched. It's got a 93 Dakota 5-speed trans. Inside is all tan interior. My own little take on the gauge cluster here. Mix matched a few bits and pieces. I think it's looking pretty clean. Got the headliner in. I still got to do the other doors, got all the panels and stuff. 5-speed. All that wonderfulness, the hydraulic clutch, But it's coming together. Let's see if it'll crank. I ain't quite got it adjusted perfectly yet, but we'll see what she'll do. It ain't got no exhaust at all either. Code natured. Oh, it's good oil pressure. Code natured as shit. I'm gonna have to get the carbon shit adjusted out so it'll actually work worth the shit. Oh, now it's working good. See? It's code natured. No big deal. I got a vintage radio in her. You son of a bitch. Blood. Might have run out of gas. I think I've run out of gas. Well, there you go, YouTube. I ran out of gas. But, just when it started running good. Oh. It's got a 321 gear. Nice step side bed. Got all my Mopar love. Mopar love. Got this. Can barely see anything, man. The light's terrible. I can't see nothing. Y'all might be able to see just fine. Got AK. I've still got to finish doing the body work. I got a rocker to put in. A few odds and ends. There's my nice little chrome steps. But yeah, this is what I've been doing. There's the mufflers that's going on it, glass packs. But yeah, that's pretty much what I've been doing. Sorry I ain't been doing no videos recently. There's the hood and all its greenness. It's an actual mint green, which is just a little bit lighter than what the original green was that the truck came. Because the truck was a 3/4 ton truck, and I decoded the VINs. It was originally, it's a 72. It was a 3/4 ton Bulldog 4-speed 360. All that's factory, which is pretty much the way it was. Long wheelbase. Step side is a long wheelbase step side truck, which is kind of rare, which if I knew that before, I'd probably just restored the truck instead of doing all this, but I didn't find that out until after the fact. But anyways, so I got the little marker lights on top of the fenders, and I'm doing inside, outside, whole 9 yards with the fenders. I've still got to do this one on the outside. But inside, all nice and green. But it looks pretty good. Now, for the people that tune into my channel for the gardening stuff, pretty much everything's growing, and I ain't even hardly mowing. It's just, I ain't doing really nothing in the garden this year. Besides, I got the mint growing, which that came back. Strawberries. And I got some onions I stuck in. I mean, not onions, darn it. Garlic that I stuck in, but that's probably about it. That's probably the only things I'm really doing this year. I planted a few trees. You know, A. Thatcher hooked me up with some little trees, which if he's watching, what's up, man? Holler at me. But, you know, the little trees, I put them in the tires. All the little tires over yonder, which you can probably barely see them. All over that bank over there, there's little trees, those little nut trees. And out of them 2 trees that you gave me, Aaron, that one, the biggest one, ain't done a darn thing. But this little one, it's all green and growed leaves and doing good. So, I don't know, I guess that's my luck, 50-50, right? But, yeah, garden-wise, I'm not really going too crazy this year. I'm probably not going to do much. That's the benefit with this style of gardening, the back to Eden stuff. If you don't do nothing, it's still fertilizing the ground and making it better for the next year. There's my fenders for the bed, all green. Here's my nice door for the pasture side. I've still got to find a driver's door. You can find pasture doors for the 70s trucks, you know, in good condition. But good freaking luck finding them for the darn driver's side. Of course, you know, you can imagine they're the ones that get abused. Let me turn the camera. There we go. So you can see there I got the speaker hole. Painted all the inside tan, so when I put the door panel, you know, it'll be all tan. It'll match the interior, look good. But, pasture side, I just had the rest of the dang door, the other door, be alright. And then, you know, there's my cow piece and the piece that goes underneath the grill. And there's the remains of the 3/4 ton. You know, there's another wheel. I know they're all mixed match. I've got to sandblast all the wagon wheels. They're going to go, most likely I'm going to do them gold. And then I'm going to do sort of a Little Red Express Warlock pinstriping inspired. It's not going to be actual stuff. Because, you know, I'm not trying to make a Warlock. It's kind of my own little custom thing, my little off-kilter type vehicle. So, it's one-off, it's different, and that's what it's going to be. So, I'm going to do the gold pinstriping, because I think it'll look good on the mint and the gold wheels. And I may even drag some of the pinstriping inside, but I don't know. Instead of gold, I may go with like chrome, silverish cop pinstriping. I don't know. But do all that with the in the style, but not exact. All the emblems on this thing, it ain't gonna say Dodge really anywhere. It all says custom. The emblems on the doors say custom. what it said will say back here, instead of Dodge, it'll say custom. And it'll just be a custom. And anybody that knows these beds knows that this is supposed to be wood. I cut the entire floor out of that long wheelbase bed I've got. It was on the truck, and sliced it up and shortened it up and set it in here. And honestly, if you can see, it fits actually nicely. I've got some final work to do to make it nice, but it's bolted on. Got my nice silver rear bumper. But yeah, I guess you could say it's kind of a clone of a Warlock or something, but it's really not, because they didn't make a Warlock or a Little Red Express or anything like that in 72, and I'm running the 72 grill and stuff. So in 72, this is just a plain Jane, nothing special truck then, you know. Now I am running the 90s front bumper because it's longer. When I change the front suspension, and I'm gonna lower the front by using the van lower control arms. And when I do the rear, at the same time I do the exhaust, get the exhaust done, the same dude's gonna do my rear end. He's gonna flip it so the rear end's on top of the leaf springs, which is should, by my calculations, that should actually level the truck out. And so it'll be lowered and setting purty, looking good. So can't wait, jumping for joy, wanting it done. I want to drive it. I drove it up the road. It's pretty wicked, just driving it up the road and back like I did the Aspen on that one video. It stepped sideways in first, stepped sideways in second, and everything else. It's not a posi, but it was pulling posi, so I guess it must be a limited slip. I haven't torn into the rear end to find out, but it's so far been a good one. I'm liking it. But we're at 12 minutes and something. Man, I'm gonna get off here. If I ever get around to doing more videos, I'll do an update on this later and keep y'all sort of informed the best I can. But I just really ain't had the time. It's just, plus this camera I've got here has been kind of screwy. It took me 30 minutes just to get this darn thing to start recording. All right, see y'all.